Good morning, class, and welcome back to Hot School. In today's lesson, we will be going over Mal'Ganis, who is a melee warrior with an incredible amount of sustain and has the ability to just gain back tons of health and just be an overall nuisance all up in somebody's business. Can make some really big plays happen with really both of his ultimates. Both are very viable. So let's see what we can get going with Mal'Ganis today. He's apparently pretty hungry. Alrighty, so we find ourselves in Infernal Shrines. On the friendly team, we've got Mal'Ganis, Sylvanas, Varian, kael'thas, and Phoenix versus Gul'dan, Garrosh, Sergeant Hammer, Muradin, and Samuro. So one thing we're going to be looking at here at our level 10 talent, we have two choices here. One is going to be Carrion Swarm, the other is going to be Dark Conversion. I may go Dark Conversion to try to mess with this Garrosh and Muradin. I don't know. It'll be a tough choice. We'll see how it pans out to that point. Big thing we're gonna have to do is keep that Sergeant Hammer at bay. We are going to take Winged Guard. So what this does is each time Necrotic Embrace hits an enemy hero, gain 50 physical armor against the next enemy hero basic attack. If Winged Guard has no charge, Mal'Ganis will gain 1 charge after 6 seconds. This is going to help us with mitigating Sergeant Hammer damage, because the basic attack is going to hit hard from Sergeant Hammer and as well as with Samuro. So our Q ability is called Fell Claws. We lunge forward and attack in this little semicircle there that you see, and then you can use it again and attack in another semicircle, dealing more damage. Now, if you do it again within a certain amount of time, I don't think it says the time, is it, what, 3 seconds? It doesn't say. But, ooh, yeah, baby. Oh. That was dumb. I mean, I'm dead. I was like, I could have tried to walk out of that, but I wouldn't have made it. So as you saw there, so we also used our Necrotic Embrace ability. So what this does is pulses a circle kind of around us, dealing damage around us, giving us 25 armor for 3 seconds, and healing us. Now, the reason it heals us is because of our trait. So 45% of the damage dealt to enemy heroes and 10% of damage dealt to non-enemy heroes, we get healed for that amount of damage. Ooh, that's scary. All right, let's go down here and help out, because we've got Muradin and the other Muradin. Oh. And then our E ability is called Night Rush, which what that does is what we just did there, allowing us to, after a short period of time, we fly, and anything we touch during the duration that we're flying, which is, how long? 2.5 seconds, the enemies fall asleep. Go ahead and put him to sleep so that, we can get some damage in with that Phoenix. Go ahead and finish off that Gul'dan. So that was good having that Phoenix come up and follow up with the damage. As we don't do a ton of damage, but we do have the ability to set up some things here. Oh my god. I just go ahead and just put him to sleep there for a second so that we can go ahead and have the enemy follow up. So that's kind of what you want to do with Mal'Ganis, is you're just really trying to keep them. We got no bitches on this team. Let's go get it. Oh, Jesus! Yeah, I should have backed out. At level 4, we are going to take, let's see, what? We're going to take Echo of Doom, actually. What this is going to do is, when our Necrotic Embrace expires, it's going to deal damage around. If his enemy is hit, we're going to gain 25 armor for another second. So it's another opportunity for us to gain some more sustain out of that ability there. And with the Samuro and everything else going on here, there's going to be lots of opportunity for that. See, and you can see all those blocked damages that we're getting there because we have our that level 1 talent we took, so that's just saving us a ton of damage from that Sergeant Hammer. That's the name of the game for us right now. It's just go ahead and kind of put some people to sleep and get out there. Oh, we're a little low. I'd like to grab that. Deal some damage on the Gul'dan. That was a good chains by the kael'thas to help us set that up. So that's what you end up doing a lot of times is you go in with Fell Claws, hit them with the Necrotic Embrace so you have your defense and stuff on the, and then you pop your sleep to kind of keep them there. Alright, so at level 7, we are going to take Will of Tichondria. So this is the 3rd slash. So the one that stuns is going to deal an additional 3% of their max health. Which means we're going to get healed for that extra damage done. So now let's just focusing down here. Just trying to take down this this Punisher as much as we can, or yeah. Trying to stun him. Okay, sweet. We saved variant, so we did get there. Whew. Now, one thing you got to watch out for with Mal'Ganis, and you see it a lot on newer Mal'Ganis players, and I mean honestly, even veteran ones, because you have so much sustain and so much ability to like go in deep. It's easy to kind of just go too deep and just kind of leave your team behind. You see it especially when you have supports. Now, you know, obviously in this day and age with quick match, it's not really too much of a problem. You don't really see very many supports. At least I haven't seen pretty much any in about 7 games or so. But nonetheless, you end up just leaving your supports and stuff behind, and then you're just they're just kind of left out to dry. So you gotta watch. You gotta be real careful that you don't accidentally do that. Just trying to take that out as much as we can, so we can go ahead and get that. Oh, nice, nice, good play there. Good chains from kael'thas, and then we followed up on that. I am going to take Dark Conversion. It's a scary ultimate, but I want to make a play. I want to be on YouTube. I'm gonna be on YouTube, Mom. So what Dark Conversion does is after yes. So 3/4 of a second. After 3/4 of a second, we swap percent health with our enemy. So if they are at 2% health and we're at 100, we just got knocked down to 2% health. If they're at 100 and we're at 2, we just got healed to like damn near full. So that's the dream. That's a dream that we're gonna try to live today. Oh god, he's going in. I'm gonna go in here, make some plays. Where'd that samurai go? Okay, that worked out good. We were able to save peeps and come in there and make some plays happen. You really want to do this? So that's the big thing with Mal'Ganis, is you just got so much sustain. As long as you're doing damage to things, you are sustaining. So see, and you see we have that 50 armor just banked up. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, get the Murden. Ah, so many things keeping me rooted and stunned and everything. So as you saw, we did a crap ton of damage to that Murden. Got him low with our Dark Conversion there. We just weren't able to, we didn't have the follow-up, KT, I'm guessing he just didn't have the cooldowns to finish that off. Did he hit his Blight quest already? Yeah, because I was gonna say he's been pretty solid though. Uh-oh, he's getting thrown though. He's gonna get taunted. Probably gonna be his death. Oh, maybe. He almost made a play happen though. If he could have got one, that'd have been nice. But Hammer just being able to do what Hammer does is just really hurting us right now. But Hammer's gonna make a mistake right there. I'm gonna deal with these minion wave because I can't really do too much against the Punisher. It's not really our forte here, so we're gonna stagger our Fell Claws so that we can go ahead and get them in a better alignment so we can hit them with everything. So that's the big thing too you want to watch out for, is you don't have to necessarily use your Fell Claws one after the other over and over and over again. At level 13, we're going to take Deep Sleep. What this does is it increases the duration of our sleep ability, so using our Night Rush ability, by 3/4 of a second. But the main reason I take it is because it gives us a 10% movement increase, on the actual skill itself. So it allows us to just get in there more, or get out more, depending on what's kind of going on there. So. Ooh. Sleep now. A lot of damage. Oh, we can follow it up. Wait, I got nothing. I was like, if you make that play happen, kael'thas, man, you're gonna hit the highlight reel. Alright, kind of come in here, give some sleeps. Ooh, it's not gonna be enough. Go ahead and Dark Conversion, and then kill that Samuro that popped up on us. So what we did right there is we swapped health percent with that Samuro, and then Varian just came out and finished him off. I can't go in on that right now. Alright, we're coming back. Solid Planet Cracker is going to cause him to have to come up, and then with Phoenix coming in right now, it's going to be solid damage coming out. Oh. Go ahead and sleep him in here. Go ahead and finish off that Murden. Got Phoenix chasing down the garage. Solid play. Really good setup. Solid play, team. Alright, at level 16, we are going to take... I'm going to take Blind as a Bat. I love this talent. It is ridiculous. So what Blind as a Bat does is for 6 seconds, we can use our Q with no cooldown. And there's only one downside. You lose all vision. So you don't know where you are. But you can use your Q over and over and over again. So it's a way to potentially might keep you alive. Alright, we're gonna back out of here just because Gul'dan got there. And as you can see, we have no vision. And we backed out, but if we didn't, I was gonna stay on that Samuro, and we probably could have had him. Go ahead and stun them, allowing our KT to do what KT does. We're gonna come in here with the sleep. Go ahead and sleep that garage. And just deal as much damage as we can in there. We're gonna go ahead and cast Dark Conversion on that Gul'dan. Ooh, he healed kind of after us. That's just some bad timing of it. But I wanted to pop it just in case, but we were able to, since we were zoning out that Gul'dan and everything and getting those kills, we're gonna be able to get us a Arcane Punisher here pushing in the mid. I think I called it an Immortal earlier. Did I? I don't remember. So we're just trying to hit stuff because we want health back. And since we get health back from anything we hit, or any damage that we deal as much damage to everything. Perfectly fine with you using all of your cooldowns and stuff on me and not on the Punisher. Let's go ahead and grab that globe. That's about all that we could really get going with that. Let's go up here with our kael'thas. What the? He's gonna have to watch out. And we need to back up because they are here. I'll go ahead and pop him to sleep. Ah! Well, if we didn't get the fear on us, we would have been fine. But the blue fear, so maybe we can get in, maybe they get in kill now that they don't have that. Yeah, bring him back. Oh, stop by the terrain. Ooh, with Phoenix though, able to get the kill on the Murd in there. What's going on here? So kael'thas is needing some help. He's gonna live though. Varian's coming up finally. Let's see here. I need to be careful here. Ooh, Planet Cracker right now would be solid. Can we get a Planet Cracker? Oh. Level 20, we're gonna take Wrath of Nathreza. So what this does is it makes our Dark Conversion skill, if we get it off, deal damage, 75% of that damage to heroes around the target that we deal. So if you look up, it probably won't happen in this match just because the situation has to be perfect for that to happen. But I've seen it where I've seen a Mal'Ganis solo 5 people in a really dumb way. He just goes in, pops that, and it deals so much damage to all of them because he was low, and then it swaps that health percent, and then does that damage to everybody. It's insane, and then he's full health. So it's basically kind of like Tahaka's ability for that splash damage. We're gonna avoid that so we can kind of come in here. We're gonna kill this Gul'dan. Solid Planet Cracker to stop Gul'dan from running through there. We're gonna go ahead and finish out this camp here.
A shrine gathers power. Claim it in my name.
How did he die? I don't even know what happened. Okay, let's not do that. I'm guessing did Hammer use her ult? How did he die? Oh, it must have been a mine in a bush. I was like, it made no sense. I was like, the Hammer wasn't even there. All right, let's come up here and try to help out this as much as we can.
An enemy fort falls to ruin.
So we're kind of being aware of our health because we don't want to be too low, but conversely, we want to be low enough so that we can use our Dark Conversion if needed.
Bring it on. And stay down. Face me. Enemy slain. A worthwhile exchange. Double kill.
I think I'm hitting him. Oh! All right, so blind as a bat. We did it. We did a thing. We made it happen. Oh man, I was laughing like at the same time as him. That's weird. Oh no. Beer. Oh dear God. Not the beer. Oh. Nothing's more sad than when you've got beer and then it's gone. Watch out for this thing. It's coming at you. Trying to help out Sylvanas here. Let her know that hey, there's a huge ass missile coming for your face. Get in there. Yeah, you can do this. I have faith in you. All right. So we'll come up here. Probably get a fight going on here. But we as you saw in that last fight, using our Dark Conversion, we did the damage to the garage, which then splashed to the hammer, and then we used Blind as a bat, and we were able to help secure the garage and the hammer kill. Yes, we did die, but we died doing what we love, hitting things. Oh my God. Now look at that damage. Let's go Blind, baby. Woo! See? Dark Conversion. If you can use it, it's good. Get off me. I need assistance. Oh, what? We missed our third hit. Just pretend that didn't happen.
All according to plan. Let's see how you fight. Annihilate.
That might be enough for game. Go ahead and pop that on these minions so we can get a little bit of a heal off of them. Then we'll come in and start doing some damage onto this to the core here.
Agreed. Suffer.
Hey, we're gonna win. We did a thing, team. All right. So that is Mal'Ganis. I feel like we did a couple of things. Wasn't the best game that we've ever played, but I feel like we helped make some things happen in that match. So talent-wise, so at level 1, we took Winged Guard, and this was primarily because of the hammer, so that we gain that 50 physical armor against the next enemy hero attack when our Necrotic Breeze hit an enemy, but even when we weren't around them, it was just an ability for us to help mitigate that Sergeant Hammer damage, as she can get kind of unruly, and it's hard to get up against her, especially when they had a Muradin and a Garrosh for all the stuns and everything. Level 4, we took Echo of Doom, this so that when our Necrotic Brace expired, it did another pulse of a Nova damage around us. The main reason we did that is because when we were on the objective and we had all of those little minions and everything, that's a little bit extra damage that you can have going out onto all of those, which once again heals us. But also if it heals an enemy, it gives us a 25 armor for another second, and it doesn't wake sleeping targets. So that's an additional damage, healing, and armor. Level 7, we took Will of Tichondrius, and this was so that our third slash with Fellclaw steals 33% of maximum health from enemy heroes. That was very vital when we were going against like the Garrosh and that Muradin. Just more damage, more healing. We took Dark Conversion at level 10 so that we could go ahead and deal a lot of damage in a very short period of time by swapping health percentages, which we saw to several effects that led to several kills. Level 13, we took Deep Sleep, which made our Night Rush movement, so our E ability, and made the duration of the sleep increased by three quarters of a second, and the movement speed was increased by 10%, not 10 seconds, which allowed us to just traverse further during that time period that we are using the ability. At level 16, we took Blind as a bat, because using our Q constantly is just fun. Honestly, I can't say it's necessarily the best talent in the tier by any means, but man, I just love like being able to just go like rah, just go ham on your keyboard for 6 seconds. But it did help us get several kills there, because when you remember every third slash is going to deal 3% of the maximum health from enemy heroes. So that was a lot of damage going out when we were hitting with that, and in the instances that we were using it, we were hitting targets. So it is definitely a valuable addition to our build. At level 20, we took Wrath of Nathreza, and that just made it so that our level 10 basically splashed and did 75% of that damage to the targets around him. And as you saw during that last kind of team fight at that camp that went well for us, we used that, and that splashed to all of those heroes, dealing just a crap ton of damage and helping us kind of secure that team fight. As far as other talents that you can choose with Mal'Ganis, he has several different ones that would really benefit from. I also like Vampiric Aura at level 1, and this allows your Vampiric Touch ability to be shared to your allies. So if you're in the middle of a fight with like other melee fighters, it can help you heal them. Mind you, it's not a ton, but that's more healing that they're receiving, right? And sometimes that can make the difference. It is very similar to like ETC's Prog Rock, although not quite as effective, and not as on demand, obviously, because you use that whenever. But it's more healing that you can provide to your team. Also, Time to Feed at level 1 is also pretty decent. Pretty decent talent. It just heal every time for that you hit a hero, and it only happens once every 6 seconds. But that's just more healing. And Mal'Ganis is all about his sustain. His sustain and ability to set up kills through his sleeps and his stuns. So if you can maximize those, then you are able to make a big difference in your team fights. At level 4, one that I like a lot also is Might of Sargeras. And what this does is it raises the amount of armor to 50 from the, I believe it's 25 from Necrotic Embrace, but it reduces the duration to 2 seconds as opposed to 3. That can be really good if you're knowing, you're going against teams that have very, very bursty comps and maybe longer cooldowns. It can be very, very useful there. I like at level 7, Will of Tichondrius is always pretty much my favorite one to take, just because of the extra damage to enemy heroes. However, you can take the Black Claws is really good to do more damage with your basic attacks after you use your Q. And so the way that you would use that is use your Q, then you basic attack, use a Q, basic attack, and you can basically have 45% more damage with your basic attacks if you for 3 of them, if you just weave them between your Q abilities instead of just spamming your Qs kind of all in a row. Spreading Plague is also decent as well, as after your Night Rush, so after your sleeping ability expires, you're going to be dealing damage per second to the nearby heroes for 4 seconds. So it's just more damage going out. So obviously damage is good, but that means more sustain from the healing from your trait. So as you can see, everything really builds toward that. Nightmare Fuel's okay if you're constantly coming out of a bush. And then it works out well with using for your sleep, but it's only on your basic attack damage, so I don't like that one as much. Now, I would say that at level 10, although we took Dark Conversion, I would say that overall Carrion Swarm is the better talent in most cases. What that allows you to do is you turn into a bunch of a swarm of bats for 3 seconds. You can't take any damage while you're in there, and you deal damage to enemies while you're in there. Plus, your Vampiric Touch, trait that you gain your healing from heals for 75% of the damage that you're doing to heroes. So that allows you to gain back a lot of health that way as well. And it can be more of a get out of jail free card. It is more of a ability to survive things like a Pyroblast or any big damage that you know is coming up, because you can become invulnerable, and then all of a sudden they can't use that against you. Also helps to get as far as getting rid of roots and everything else. As long as you're not silenced or stunned during your channeling of that, you'll be okay. Level 13, other talents that I might choose. I always go deep sleep when I play as him. I don't play as Mal'Ganis all that often, but I just like the ability to have that extra movement speed bonus. Now you can take Blood Rush, which kind of gives you that same idea. So when Mal'Ganis is healed by a hero, he gains 1% movement speed for 8 seconds. Now you can take that and you pair that with like the level, was it 7? That does the dot damage, and then there you have ability to gain a lot of movement speed. So that can be a very, very good synergy with another build. At level 16, you can take Plague Bats if you're just wanting more damage out of your Necrotic Embrace, so out of your W ability. You can take Frenzied Assault. I've never really seen Frenzied Assault really been used. Because a lot of the way that Mal'Ganis works is you're trying to out-sustain your targets, and so I guess, it's good for like an engage, but I don't typically see that one getting chosen. I usually see Plague Bats, and then secondary as Blind as a Bat. And as you saw, I just love Blind as a Bat. It's just fun. Now, if you did take Carrion Swarm at level 10, you could take Seeker Swarm at level 20, which just basically allows more damage coming out and sleeping the target, so it kind of can set up for additional plays after that, or even make your get out of jail free card even more better, because you're able to sleep the targets that you did kind of trying to evade from. And then you can take Alone in the Dark is another one that's kind of fun. After using your sleep ability, they have their vision greatly reduced. I'm really for this tier, I like both ult upgrades, honestly, for him. So that is Mal'Ganis. Next we have Malfurion. Oh man, I love Malfurion. He is one of my favorite characters. But yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys all next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more gaming content. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost me anything. Thank you again. Have a great day.